Hello, America, and to our friends around the world, greetings, welcome back. The woman sitting in front of you on the screen is on trial in South Africa. Amber Lee Hughes, 25. She's accused of ending the life of a little girl. And we're going to get into the case. In addition to ending the little girl by submerging her underwater and cutting her wrists in January 2023, she also took inappropriate liberties in an adult manner. I want you to look long and hard at this woman as I pop to that next screen. Anyway, go back if you need to, but do recognize, what was the Shakespeare quote? Actually, I take that back. I don't believe it was Shakespeare, and maybe it was, but essentially, the idea that roses are beautiful, but they can bring ruin. Whether it's Geoffrey Chaucer, whether it's Shakespeare, whether it's shoot, you know, ancient, ancient texts, Greek, biblical. I'm sure there's something in them, but essentially, one that I came across is the Chaucer, which is, oh shoot, where did I have that? Just saw it. I want to get it right for you. Um, the rose is fair, but thorns defend her beauty, that none may pluck the end. Essentially, it's, that woman that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Do be aware, women are violent. They are raging, uncontrolled, emotional tornadoes that anything will set them off. We've already gone over Angela Buramova, who was just appalled by a man's existence whom she never met but only saw across a parking lot, and she took his information on his truck and reported him to the police so that he would be locked up for over a month. And what did she get? Slap on the wrist and probation. Nothing. You know, just a, But this one's out of South Africa. And men, if you have children, do be aware. Your children will be seen as a threat to any woman that comes into your life. And they will seek to remove them. We've all seen it. Look at all the freaking fairy tales out of history. The Grimm's brothers specifically warned about stepmothers and how evil they are, taking the children out into the woods to make certain that they got lost so that they would be never returning. I mean, it's evil. I mean, even in the news, you got all that nonsense with that stupid Snow White garbage. But even the Snow White story is a stepmother who is bent on removing the child. And right here, female nursery school teacher assaulted, adult, behavior assaulted and ended her boyfriend's 4-year-old daughter due to jealousy. You can read what it is. So little Nada Jane Challita has been dead for over 2 years. Anyone who suffered the loss of a child knows it's that rage that boils every day. Hughes allegedly did all the bad stuff to the young girl with an object before submerging her in water and cutting her wrists. And she said, but I'm a girl. I'm not guilty. And we all know what's going to happen. She's not going to be prosecuted. I mean, this is South Africa. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe. I doubt it. Court heard that the preschool teacher allegedly developed a romantic relationship with the child's father. I mean, this is predatory, vile. I mean, this is the picture of a tiger stalking prey. That is what women are. They go to these places with these innocent victims and stalk them as a predator in the wild would do. She moved in with them, and during her stay, you know, like any relationship, it's got its issues, arguments, disagreements, whatever. This is a big reason that it is imperative, man or woman, that you have to vet who it is. And yes, as a single father, I'm very well aware of that. It is extraordinarily difficult to vet. Number one, because a lot of women aren't interested in coming into that role. Number two, a lot of women that are sketchy want and will do a lot of things to try to get into that role. I mean, it's a very, very, very treacherous minefield to navigate. And it is far better to just take your children and raise them in a healthy environment than introduce craziness. I can't pronounce the name. Bianana Dwan said the defendant regularly threatened to harm the child. Okay, so right off the bat, this man, the father, should have kicked her out. The moment that she introduces doing harm to this child, yeah, that's over. You don't no. Child always takes precedence over getting laid. Alleged that when the father, Elie Challita, left the child alone in Hughes' care, she did the bad thing. Spokesperson also alleged that she drowned her and cut both her wrists. Deceased lifeless body was later found floating. I mean, this is just gruesome. These women are just vile and evil. They need to have they need GPS units and essentially the equivalent of a biometric sensor, so that when they get these emotional spikes, it can set off an alarm so that emergency responders can actually get somewhere to intervene before they actually do the evil deed. And I'm not joking. And the reason I say I'm not joking is because women are doing the men need to have curfews so that we can go outside. No, if anybody's going to have their liberties restricted, it's going to be women, because there is far too much documentation showing how evil they are and how unable they are to control their temperament, and how violent they are in response to that inability to self regulate. Furthermore, they're compounded by the aid of the state to commit these atrocities. Challita, who was heard as a witness, told the court that Hughes had grown jealous of his daughter. She was jealous about me giving her more attention and spending more money on her. On the day of the murder, Challita had gone on a job interview, but Hughes seemed angry that he did not give her a goodbye kiss. You've got to be kidding me. You didn't give me a goodbye kiss, so I'm going to end your child's life. Oh, and she suspected of him cheating. That's just a knee-jerk thing. All women do that. Oh my gosh, you're smiling. You're cheating on me. Yeah, whatever. She sent him a chilling text message saying, "You broke my heart. I'm going to burn yours. How could you do that, me?" The father said, "I felt my heart fall from my chest. I felt something was very wrong." The trial is ongoing. No, it shouldn't be ongoing. He should have handled it. I mean, no matter your opinion of Bill Cosby, one comment he made, which was absolutely, absolutely spot on. Having children is having your heart on the outside, being exposed to other people to harm it. It's something along those lines. You harm that, your life is forfeit. And this ties into that poll that I cited that John Davis had the other day. For what reason do we need to follow these orders from judges when they're protecting these monsters? Which one's the bigger monster? The monster that does the crime, or the monster that helps them do it, set them up to do it again?